Gentlemen, welcome back. Week 10, Rock City, Fantasy Football, Power Rankings. Kamish coming to you from a well-heated basement this week. We're finally adapted to winter and it's 60 degrees outside, so I don't even need that thing plugged in, but it's still going. Gentlemen, the holiday season is upon us. It's time to give thanks, and the gifts are already being doled out in this league. The gifts of a bunch of mud stompings that were doled out this week. 4 out of 6 matchups last week, 30-plus point victories. Some absolute cakewalks last week. But perhaps the biggest cakewalk of them all, suck my dick, number one cakewalk, Larry the Leprechaun, Kevin O. Paprocki, fucking 6th straight win, scoring 72 points to outscore his opponent's 59 for his 6th straight. This guy must live on a fucking acre of 4-leaf clovers at this pace. It's unbelievable. Boys, Chode Jugglers used his chode to absolutely pimp slap Pimptastic last week, 145 to 104, knocking Royalty Tastic, spoiler, out of the top 6 of the power rankings. Chode Jugglers on fire right now. Watch out. Swami, last week, boys, 5-1. We're back on the sauce. We're back feeling it. I'm catching my stride, boys. I'm catching it. So, listen, keep taking your zinc, because that shit's working on my brain. I'm going full throttle. This week, I'm not going to screw up at all. Probably will. But 33 and 27 on the year. We're picking up pace here, boys. So if I pick you right now, I'm hot. So I'm probably fucking correct. But, hey, listen. Let's get right down to brass tacks. I drug it out last week. We're not doing that this week. It's the middle of the year. I don't have that much to say at this point. But still got to pay the bills. Back again, my buddy, E.H. Taylor, the Colonel. And you know what the Colonel has to say about Thanksgiving? Thank God we took this nation from those savages that used to live here. But thank God they opened some of the most beautiful casinos you could ever go to so we could gamble away our hard-earned living with them. E.H. Taylor says, thank you, Native Americans, for having smoking rooms and letting us waste our fucking measly money the government lets us keep. E.H. Taylor, Thanksgiving. Boys, I'm out of the rye, so I'm back on the normal Taylor this week. And I gotta tell you, the normal is better than the rye. If you see the rye, pass on it. Stick with the normal. If you see one of those bottles, by the way, and you like bourbon, fucking buy it. For real, it is a good bourbon. From the most American shit you can get to the least American shit you can get to. Evian. French water from the Alps. Those are mountains. This isn't your tap in fucking Irondequoit or Chai. This is from mountains. It came down off of a summit and a peak all the way down to the base and somehow into this plastic bottle at Wegmans. It is phenomenal. It is the best tasting water. I imagine Taylor Swift drinks this water. Evian. I don't know what that word means in French, but I bet you it means better than your fucking water. Evian. Gentlemen, let's get going. Number 12, coming in at 2-8 on the year. Previous rank, number 12, Basement Brawler. Listen, we've moved this guy's desk down to the basement like Milton from fucking Office Space. We're going to have to start forwarding his mail down there. Send your Christmas cards right to fucking P.O. Box, the basement. He's making himself real comfortable down here. Basement Brawler, number 12. Number 11, down from number 10, 3-7 on the year. Call me Daddy. Listen, Trevor Lawrence and his giant pterodactyl-sized beak, which I shouldn't even talk, but his giant pterodactyl-sized beak and his nose, he must have smelled how bad he stunk it up for you this week, bud. -3. I believe that is the lowest player performance of a non-defense player in league history. So thanks, Trevor Lawrence, for sucking at football last week. And number 11, call me daddy. Number 10, bang, energy, and draft. 5-5 on the year, down from number 9. Somehow this team is still in the hunt. Just start crushing up those no-dos, bud. Fucking get rid of them. Share a couple. Actually, don't share them with Trevor Lawrence. You'll snoot up the whole thing before you get a chance. But Justin Jefferson, could he be the dose you need to get back into it? We'll see this week. Listen, Josh Dobbs back there, I think you might be fine. So let's see. I'm not completely cashed out on this team just yet, but he is number 10 in the power rankings. He's going to have to show it. Number 9, the ostrich. 4-6 on the year, down from wherever he was last week. Number 8. God damn it, I said I wasn't going to screw up this week. Listen, needs a W this week, or we might have to take him to a beach, start digging that hole for him to stick his fucking feathered head in for the year. Gonna need a W this week. It's down to that type of the year. The ostrich, number 9 this week. Number 8, the Bear Traps, 5-5, previous rank, number 11 on the week. Listen, this guy's a fucking chumbawamba of fucking fantasy teams. He's got a whiskey drink, he's got a vodka drink, he's got a cider drink, and we can't keep track of what the fuck team is going to show up out there. I don't know. He gets knocked down, he gets back up again, he gets knocked down, he'll be singing when he's winning. I have no idea what to predict with this fucking team. I picked him last week, so that's fucking awesome. Maybe I'll pick him again this week. Good W last week, Ando. You're up to number 8, 5-5. Number 7. Boy, does it pain me to do this. Pimp-tastic. Out of the top 6, 5-5. Previous rank, number 5. Absolute heartbreaker last week. Pimp-tastic. Listen, it's tough. But it's on you now to hand the ostrich the shovel to bury his head with. And if you don't, he's going to be handing you the fucking Dawn dish soap for the slip and slide. You're going way down the rankings if you can't pull this off this week, bud. So, not that I'm taking any pleasure in this, but I'm rooting ostrich this week. Pimptastic in at number 7. Number 6, Diggsing out of the basement. 5-5, previous rank, number 3. You certainly can't be surprised by this. You certainly over-celebrated the win in the Bobandy Bowl, bud. You were supposed to be watching the gate of the trailer park, and you just let any hooligans in here to fucking take over the goddamn joint. You're sleeping on the job. 59 points. Can't keep you up that high. But still in the top 6. Diggsing out of the basement. Number 5, Drew Peacock. 5-5, previous rank, number 7. Bird Bowl champion. Fucking, we should get him a bird flag. Unbelievable. Good W for you. Back-to-back wins, puts this team back in the hunt. And if that fucking cretin from fucking Wyoming College, Josh Allen, could get going, watch out for this team. But we'll see. He's got the Jets defense this week. Big test. Number 4, Cowboy Killers. 5-5, previous rank, number 6. 40-point shit pumping of Call Me Daddy last week. He liked it. Fucking this team looking to end that unbelievable run by Ditka this week. So he will obviously put up 120 points on me. There's no question he will not low score me, and I'll be fucked. But for now, number 4. Number 3, cruising on Colorado shitwater. Listen, 8-2 on the year, previous rank, number 2. Despite a 25-point win last week, I dropped you a spot in the rankings. That sucks, bud. I write these. I don't have to give you a valid reason. I just think you're number 3 this week. Sorry about it. Number 2, Joe Jugglers. 6-4 on the year, previous rank, number 3. I do have a reason, because when you score 145 points a couple times, You come up in the fucking rankings. Had to bump you up after that. Listen, Dak, fuck him. Keenan Allen and the Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown, have the league on absolute notice right now. They are scoring at a high clip. Number 1. Suck my dicka and shove a shamrock in my poop chute. 7-3 on the year. Previous rank number 1. Do you think that is too long of a name to fit in the Yahoo rankings? I want you to try, and if it fits, that team name should be absolutely changed, and you know that you deserve that. 72 points to get a fucking W against a good team last week is nonsense, but of course you'll score 120 this week. And I can't take you out of the top spot because you gotta lose to lose the top spot. It's always been my rule. I've generally stuck by it unless I was pissed at somebody, which I kind of am at you, but whatever. Number 1 this week. Boys, Pen Slam. Been waiting for that. Final ad read. You know him. You love him. Shot back! I fucking blew my shoulder out last night while I was sleeping, so this thing's fucking heavier than it could be. Yeah, that happens when you get old. Shot back! This thing sucks harder than doing coke with Trevor Lawrence. Shot back! This thing sucks harder than not deep frying your goddamn turkey on Thanksgiving. Shot back! This thing sucks harder than Chris Collinsworth at fucking anything. Shot back! Shot back. Coming out strong this week. Good stuff, Shot back. Good ad read. Absolutely awesome. I did blow my shoulder out sleeping last night. I'm old. Boys, fucking... Let's do it. Fucking Swami on fire from last week. Ready to go. 5-1 last week, so God knows I'll go 0-6 this week, but here we are. First matchup, Pimptastic versus Ostrich. Pimptastic, 88. Ostrich, 80. Pittsburgh defense going up against some quarterback I've never fucking heard of. Pimptastic, you're getting the W this week. Hand the Ostrich the shovel. Drew Peacock versus Call Me Daddy. Peacock, 93. Daddy, 87. No surprise here. Fucking Drew Peacock still rolling. Debo gonna have himself a game this week. Next matchup, Bear Traps versus Basement Brawler. 91-79. Bear Traps over the Brawler. I tossed this up for a little while. I think this is going to be closer than we think. But Joe Mixon will have himself a game and save the Bear Traps from going win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. Bear Traps this week. Cruising on Colorado Kool-Aid versus Diggsing out of the basement. Cruising on Colorado Kool-Aid, 88. Diggsing, 89. Upset Central here. I got Diggsing out of the basement. Waddle gonna have an excellent game. I think they're doubling Hill this week. I think Tua off the bye, gonna sling it, and it's gonna be to Waddle, and you're gonna pay for it. Cruising 89-88. Diggsing out of the basement with a bounce back this week. Chode Jugglers versus Bang Energy and Draft. Chode Jugglers, 89. Not going to be that high scoring this week, but Bang Energy and Draft, 80. Chode Jugglers, still rolling. Star matchup of the week. Hurricane Dicka, Suck My Dicka, Shamrock Dicka versus Cowboy Killers. I got Cowboy Killers, 90. Suck My Dicka, 93. We know it's going to happen. This is going to be a strange matchup. We've got wide receivers versus quarterbacks and fucking tight ends. Everybody's mixing and matching. But I unfortunately think Lamar Jackson's touchdowns are going to go to fucking Mark Andrews, and he's going to have himself a day. 93-90. Suck My Dicka. That fucking pains me to do. Boys, it's going to be a short one next week. I'm in Florida for Thanksgiving, but I will send something out. Have a great Thanksgiving. I will talk to you beforehand. Gents, good luck this weekend.